How's it going, Top Forest TV? My name is Jack, and welcome to my preview for Nottingham Forest versus Manchester City, taking place at the City Ground. Oh, there we are, at the City Ground tomorrow. So yeah, just a preference. This is not a City shirt. This is not a City shirt. This is a bunch of England shirts. Just to get that out of the way. You might be wondering why has he got a light blue shirt on there. It's not Man City. Nothing to do with Man City. Yeah. So, given the fact that Luton lost against Wolves today, actually takes a bit of pressure off this one for us, which is quite nice. I'd have hated to have to go into a game against Man City, arguably the best team in the world, and need to get something from it. The fact that we're still a point above them, and if we lose, we'll still be a point above them, is fine for me. Obviously, we want to be higher up than that, but given the context of this game, going into a game against Man City, needing to try and get something to climb back out of the drop zone would not have been ideal at all. So that went in our favour today. So we can kind of go into this one with a little bit of a free hit, a little bit of a pressure off game, if you will. Obviously, we still want to try and get points. We want to try and pull away from the drop zone, absolutely, of course. But given the fact that what happened today, which was a real nice, not surprise because it was kind of expected, but real nice thing to happen. It means we can go into a game against City, not desperate for a point or a win. I would do anything for a win, and I'd definitely take a point, absolutely, as well. I think going into this one, you go up against City and you don't expect anything if you're a team in our situation. I mean, we go up against half the teams in the league, and I probably don't expect anything. So, especially not against City, who are just incredible. I watched the second half. I watched like sort of the end of the first half and all of the second half against Brighton, and they're just different gravy. They are so good, Man City, and I don't need to sit here and tell you that because most of you guys know that already. City are an absolute machine, unreal side, and have some quality players in their squad. I mean, their backup team, their second string side, have got enough in them to probably go on and challenge for top four, if not challenge for the title themselves. It's an absolute joke, really. But fair play to them. You know, they've recruited well and got a good few players in for the academy. It can be a thing where if you have a lot of money, you disregard the academy. They brought in a good few players from the academy. Obviously, Cole Palmer now is flourishing at Chelsea, but Phil Foden, academy graduate, he's arguably the best player in the league at the moment. Rico Lewis as well is another player coming through. So, yeah, obviously we know City are a difficult side. We know that we're going to struggle against Man City, but going into this one, not having to worry too much is a real good reliever, I'd say. Obviously, last time we played City at home, we managed to pick a 1-1 draw. That was such a weird time. The team that we had, the players that we had, are... Well, I mean, the team we've got now is a definite improvement in terms of names than what we had last season, but I just don't... I don't know, it seems like the other team worked. Like, we had a midfield of Freuler, Colback and Shelvey that started that game. Andre Ayew came off the bench. You know... It wasn't as anywhere near the level that we have now, but it worked and it was amazing. My cousin's a Manchester City fan, and I'd love to get something over them. It would be amazing, and I gave him the big one when we got that draw in February last year. I was at a friend's house because it was a 3 p.m. kickoff. I couldn't get to the game, and I was just following along, just following along on probably BBC Sport or whatever it was, I don't know. I listened to it before I went to my friend's house, got to my friend's house. He doesn't like football. And when Chris Wood went in, I leaped up, went wild, and he was so confused. But, I mean, I would 100% take a point tomorrow. Anything, like a point to drag us away. We get to find out, I believe it's halfway through next week, what our appeal is going to look like. I don't think we're going to get anything back, but who knows. So it could look even better. We could lose a game and pick up points, which would be absolutely ideal. How do I see this one going? I mean, no offence to Man City, but I'll see it being they get 2 penalties for absolutely no reason, and we get 3 to 4 to 5 to 6 Stonewall penalties turned away. That's an exaggeration, of course, but the way that things have happened so far, the way things have panned out, you can't really be too surprised when it comes to something like that. I feel like from what I've seen on Twitter, when the Premier League anthem plays before kickoff, it will get heavily mooed. Not that that's going to do anything at all, but it's just, I think the fans have just got to a point where they want to do something, and that'll be what they do. I hope the atmosphere is a good one. I really, really do, because I saw that video that's been shared several times on Twitter of the atmosphere after we equalised against City at home last year. It's incredible. It's like, I've seen nothing like it. It's magnificent. And we need something like that again. You know, okay, we've had our issues with the PGMOL, we've had our issues with the Premier League, with certain members of the Sky punditry panel, but we need to get behind the lads and give them everything that we've got. You know, it's not going to be easy at all, but we need to give them everything that we can to hopefully that gives them the best chance of giving everything they can too. But look, it's Man City. I'm not holding my breath. I'm not going in expecting anything. City are a fantastic side. Got some brilliant, brilliant players. Swept aside Brighton, who people were saying could be a bit of a challenge for them. Absolutely swept them aside. Foden got a brace. I think De Bruyne scored a lovely header as well. Somebody else, Kyle Walker, I think it was. Kyle Walker? Or he forced it to somebody else who scored. Might have been Julian Alvarez. I can't remember off the top of my head. But they're a wonderful side, and they're in the sort of mode that they get to at this point in the season, where it's like they kind of put everyone else into a false sense of security. They did it last year, massively so, and then they just come to this point of the season and just go win, put on about 15 wins on a bounce and win the league. So they're in the middle of that, and I don't know, going back to it, but the fact that Luton dropped all 3 points today, well, they didn't drop at the points, they never had them in their hands, but the fact they lost was a real big positive going into this one, because if it had to go into this one needing something, it would not have looked good at all. Starting 11 for me then, I don't really know. I've seen people mock up like a 5-4-1. I've seen people go like a 5-3-2 or 5-2-3-1. 5-2-3-1? 5-2-2-1 or 5-2-3 sort of thing. I mean, if we could go for, a 5-2-3-1, then I would absolutely take it. Have an extra man on the pitch. I would not say no. But look, I don't want to go into the starting 11 too much. I mean, what was our last performance? Everton. Yeah. Hard to judge that one with the refereeing decisions and stuff. I trust Nuno to pick the team that he believes will give us the best chance. So we'll go with that. I don't know. Do we go with... I mean, I've seen people go with like 5 at the back and then go with Toff and Neko at like the wingers. So effectively playing like 2 left... Like 2... What would it be? A right back, a left back, and then like a left back, a wing back, and a right wing back, and 2 holding midfielders, and whatever, and just try and hold on like that. I don't know. I really don't know, and I'm glad it's not my job to pick it, because I have no idea what would be the best thing to do. But as long as we see the boys give 110%, like they have done in occasions this season, then we can't ask for anything else. We want to see them on that pitch, dying for the badge, putting in a shift. Ideally, I don't want to see us go out with a whimper. You know, I don't want us to roll over for Man City. I want us to really give an effort and show us that they've got something in the tank to head into the next few games to round the season off. Chelsea are currently losing at the moment, which fills me with a little bit of confidence for their trip to the City ground. Burnley are actually looking like a decent side at the moment, which is a bit scary, going to Turf Moor, potentially needing something on the final day, and them being in good form is not good. But look, we don't need to win this one. Would be amazing if we did. But look, just want to see them give their all and show us they've got fight within them. There's some players that I don't doubt. Chris Wood, don't doubt Neko, Toff, don't doubt Gibbs White. You know, just among a few. But to be honest with you, I don't doubt most of the players that they've got fight. I just want to see it. So yeah. If I had to go with the score prediction, my head says like 3-0 City. My heart says 1-1, 1-0 Forest. Let's be optimistic. But look, I don't know. If you did enjoy this video, smash the like button. Hopefully Forest can do something and get something on the board. That would be absolutely amazing. But look, if we don't, it's not the end of the world. We roll on to Sheffield United, who are already down. To be fair, the Premier League put out a very weird tweet after Sheffield United got relegated, which kind of didn't really make much sense to me. It said... So basically, Sheffield United, mathematically, with the points on the board right now, are down. They're 100% down. I think if we didn't get our deduction, they would have been down like a couple of weeks ago. But yeah, they're down now, completely down after getting hammered away at St James's Park. But the Premier League tweeted saying, based on the or was it pending the result of the further point appeal? What was it? I can't remember the words exactly, but it basically said something like pending the appeals of Everton and Nottingham Forest. Sheffield United are currently down, something like that, insinuating that there's a potential that Everton or Forest might get more points deducted, which means that it wouldn't mean Sheffield United are down. I didn't think that we would get any more deducted, but who knows? I mean, hopefully we don't. But that makes it seem like we will, which is a bit of a weird one. I hope that doesn't happen. But look, focus on tomorrow. Do the best that we can. It doesn't matter too much. Go and play with freedom. Have fun. Express yourself. Show us what you've got. Use this as a game to be like, more of a game of just, look, relax, it's okay. We don't have to go hell for leather in this one. If the opportunity arrives, absolutely do it. But look, don't worry too much. Express yourself, have fun, give it everything you've got, and see what happens. And then that we look down for the 3 remaining after that. So if you did enjoy, like I said before, smash the like button, subscribe if you're new around here and you haven't already. And come on, you Reds.